Hey guys, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. This is episode 13 in the series, and last episode we had just finished up getting our water station set up, and we did jump forward just a little bit because I spent some time cleaning the base a little bit. I had like the sink in here that was sitting in the middle of the floor and just some random supplies in the floor that I cleaned up, and then I also went ahead and we slept. It was pretty early in the day, so we ended up waking up at about midnight. And so since then, I've mostly just been kind of keeping ourselves alive. I ate some food, and then I went ahead and sorted through all of our packs of cigarettes. So now we only have full packs of cigarettes. We no longer have a bunch of partials. I went ahead and consolidated all of that. And so that took about 4 in-game hours to get that all sorted out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab us something to eat real quick. Let's go ahead and let's do a dehydrated meat stick. Get some protein in us. Oh, and it looks like it did actually just finish up raining. So now we are good to be outside. Looks like we got a new tree growing here that we're gonna have to take care of, because that's gonna possibly be blocking our bus in. And let's see here, how are our crops doing? Well watered. We don't have any compost, which I'm not overly familiar with. I don't know how important it is to have compost. Seedling winter wheat. I also don't know how long I should be expecting these crops to take. Maybe that's something that'll show in our agriculture tab for whatever crop it is. What crop did we have here? It was winter wheat, is that what it was? Yeah, seedling winter wheat. Winter wheat. Here, let me get these out of the way. These are just the green bar is my health bar, and the yellow bar is our hunger. These two stat bars come as part of a mod that actually has a lot more stat bars to it, but having them all is just a little bit overwhelming. So average time of growth 180 days. That seems, how long have we been alive? We're at, if we would have planted those crops on day 1 of survival, that winter wheat still wouldn't be grown up. So that's gonna take a while. So for now, what do we wanna work on? It started raining again. Let's see, since crops are gonna take a really long time, I know we don't have a huge stockpile of food. It's not bad. It's not a horrible stockpile of food, but it could definitely be a lot better. And now I did see in one of my previous videos, it's been a couple episodes ago now, I saw that it was actually recommended for us to take this generator, the red generator specifically, because it has a higher durability, which I do know there are differences between the different generators. I just wasn't sure what all of them were. All right, so let's go ahead and drop this. So we'll go ahead and be swapping to that maybe after the rain settles down. This constant rain makes me really not want to work outside much. I just don't want us getting sick because we are prone to illness. So things like catching colds and stuff like that are just something that happen easier for us. So that's part of why I'm really thinking about taking us back out of town. Because while we can't do much work outdoors, we could sit in our car, because the car will keep us dry at least. But I don't know, maybe we leave a big adventure for the next episode, because we did just get back from a big adventure where we almost lost everything. So maybe it's best that we just stay in this episode, just get ourselves nice and cleaned up. Oh, this is gonna get us sick, trying to get ourselves cleaned up with these rain barrels while it's raining. Let's see, wash all weapons, and then we'll wash ourselves, and then we'll head back inside. Wash yourself. Hurry up, Gregorio. I do not need you getting sick. Oh man, it's just coming down out there. Whew, man, that is a lot of rain. And unfortunately, we do not have a fireplace in this house, but we are getting chilly. So maybe we head upstairs. Our shirt has seen better days. We've gotten quite a few holes in our shirt at this point. I really like our shirt though, so I don't really want to get rid of it, but let's see, it might be time for something a little bit heavier. What else can we wear? How about about this sweatshirt? It's not bad. I don't know, Gregorio, I like the outfit that we've been rocking with Gregorio. Oh, and speaking of which, let's go ahead and let's take off our elbow pads and our knee pads. Could probably unequip our gloves, because right now we're just at home. We might throw the gloves back on when we're working, but for right now we're just gonna be hanging out at home, so I don't wanna have us kind of too overloaded with stuff. So I'll keep the gloves on us because we might need them for some work that we're doing. I don't know what exactly we're doing right now. I kind of came into this with no agenda, so we're just kind of making it up as we go along here. So the Hawaiian shirt, that is the problem here, because I'll take off the tank top. Just gonna take off all of the wet stuff, because realistically this stuff needs kind of changed out anyway, because it is in pretty rough condition. I mean, the condition of our Hawaiian shirt is half health. It gives basically no insulation, and it's got multiple holes in it. Let's see, this is in better condition, so we can go ahead and wear this underneath our sweatshirt, since we won't see it under the sweatshirt anyway. And how are our boots doing? Our boots are in decent condition, so I think we're okay with what we've got on now. So if it ever stops raining, if it ever stops raining, what I'd really like to do is get Big Mac fully fenced in here. I'm tired of having to chase him down, and I think I want to run a fence all the way across here, and then maybe split that in half, and then maybe we see about making a trip over to get some pigs or chickens. Maybe chickens, because chickens could give us eggs. Chickens could give us a consistent source of food. So maybe chickens are what we go with. So maybe we work on getting this built up. But again, I don't really want to do anything when it's raining out, because I don't want us getting sick. So I'm not entirely sure how long this is gonna take. Go ahead and wash up all of our bandages. So I'm gonna just, I guess, hang around home, maybe do some working out. Let's have some candy corn, because who doesn't love filling their belly with sugar right before working out? All right, this seems like a pretty good spot. Let's go into exercise. What kind of exercise do we want to do here? We can do squats. Improve fitness when performed regularly. Muscle strain will be felt on the legs, reducing movement speed. Push-ups improve strength when performed regularly. So instead of fitness, it improves strength. It'll strain your arms. Improves fitness. It will general exercise fatigue, increased clumsiness for sit-ups and burpees, increased strength and fitness when performed regularly, will drain endurance a lot. So these are like a hardcore workout compared to the others. So, and since he unequips everything that was equipped in terms of storage, let's go ahead and drop that stuff on the ground so he's not overweight while he's doing this. There's our 30 minutes of working out. We are excessive exertion, we are a little bit peckish, and we are wet and hot. So now let's go ahead and strip off the clothes that we just put on, at least the sweatshirt probably. But yeah, it's chilly in here, so I don't want to take off too much, because we'll go from being unpleasantly hot and wet to being cold and wet. Yeah, and there we go. So let's go ahead and throw our sweatshirt back on before we get too cold. I'm really just kind of waiting out the rain. I want to do this work in the backyard, but I don't want to do it when it's raining. So we're just gonna keep spending time inside, I guess, and I don't know, fill our time with working out, and I guess we can go upstairs and see what we can do tailoring wise. What do we have in here that could be of use? We have a lot of denim. So what if I take our Hawaiian shirt? I'd probably require some other stuff on me, huh? Since I dropped my backpack and everything downstairs, I don't have my needle or thread or anything. That would probably help. So let's put that on my back, that on my back, and that on front. There we go. Now we got everything again. Okay, so let's see now. If I come up here, I guess maybe I need to rip some of these things. Yeah, so like what if I do these jeans and I rip them? Oh, I need medical shears to make denim strips now? That's new in Build 42, so that's something else I gotta manage to find, I guess, is some medical shears. Because I don't think I have any of those down here, do I? Yeah, no. Maybe I can still do like with this. Get some rags out of that, and then, yeah, patch, rag, patch all holes using rag. Yeah, let's do all holes. Okay, so that works. So let's go ahead and put our Hawaiian shirt back on then, because I really do like the Hawaiian shirt. I think the Hawaiian shirt kind of helps make Gregorio who he is, and it's just a very identifiable part of him. So I'd like to keep a Hawaiian shirt on him if possible. Again, I'm still just waiting for the rain to stop. It has just been nothing but a downpour for, God, we gotta be getting close to like a week at this point. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. I don't know why it's just consistently raining through through August so far, but I guess Zomboid heard all of my complaints about not having any water. This is not what I meant though. So while we're in here and we're waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're actually looking to build. Oh, we're in the crafting menu, that's why it's not coming up. Wooden fence. So with our level in carpentry, it would be an advanced. So yeah, this is exactly, I think, what we're looking for. We could do barbed wire, but I don't know that we have any barbed wire. I also don't know how much barbed wire would be needed. Like, I don't know, is it gonna take an entire roll of barbed wire to place one little section? Like one side of one square? What I do know is that we're gonna need a lot of logs so we can make a lot of planks. So we're gonna have to make a trip out back to collect some wood. We'll bring the van with us and all of our rope so we can make as many bundles of wood as possible and make this go as quickly as we can. But again, still waiting for the rain to stop. I could sleep, but all that would do is leave us sitting there waiting for the sun to come up. So let's see. I don't think we have any skill books to read right now. I think all the skill books we have either been read or we aren't to that level. Can't read that. Already read that. Can't read that. Yeah, we don't have any skill books to read. We're just gonna have Gregorio sit on this chair and wait. Okay, so the rain finally stopped. It is 6 p.m. However, we are extremely tired, so I don't really know the best way to fix that. Maybe we drink a soda? Like, are there energy drinks that can fix how tired we are? I'm kind of hoping. Although I don't really have any like actual energy drinks. So we might just have to spend the evening in and hope that the rain doesn't come back by the morning. Because if we go out there right now with being extremely tired, we're gonna get basically no work done before we're out of energy. And it's just gonna be kind of a waste of time and effort. So let's go to sleep. And hopefully we sleep long enough that the sun is at least starting to come up. So early in the day, we might wake up really early in the morning. Why are we in so much pain? Not a clue. All right, so it is 4:40, so it's not a horrible time for us to be awake. I'm a little bit surprised that we're not hungry getting out of bed. We usually are. So because I am expecting that, I'll go ahead and just grab us a bag of chips to bring with us. And then what we'll need our axe, which I believe is in the next driveway over. We'll step back into the garage here and I'll grab our rope and we'll hop in the van and we'll drive over to that area with all the trees. All right, so our rope I think is in here. We got 7 of them, but it does take 2 per, so we'll just take 6. Unless I can find a rope elsewhere in here, which is totally possible. Rubber hose. Yeah, no, it looks like those are our only ropes. So we'll be able to do 3 bundles at least. Wait, we have a couple sheet ropes here too, it looks like. So we'll be able to do 4 bundles, which is awesome. That's twice as many as what we were able to do last time. And like I said, we're gonna be using our van here to help us haul stuff. We got a pretty decent load of random crap, honestly. Let me grab this duffel bag, and I'm just gonna equip that to my secondary, so it has its own inventory spot up here. And then I'm just gonna grab all of the crap we don't need, and I'm gonna jam it in there. And then we're gonna take that duffel bag and we're gonna empty that whole duffel bag into the trash. Okay, so I think that's everything that is trash. So let's go head over here. We'll dump this off into the trash can. We want to just send everything. So we'll just do transfer all and delete all. There we go. And then what else do we have in here? Anything else that we want to get rid of? I think the rest of the stuff is more or less okay. Let's take the sledgehammer out and put that into storage. Just because that is a big, heavy item. All right. Close this up. We'll get our gate open and we'll pull the van around. And we will have to make a trip for some gasoline before long. We do have the second generator in our base since we did just grab the red generator. So we can bring a generator with us to the gas station, and then we should be able to hook that generator up to the gas station to let the pumps function. And then we'll be able to do things like fill barrels. All right, so let's get our axe out and we'll just start chopping trees. Oh, and our axe is looking like it might be having a little issue. It might need sharpened. Okay, we got a guest. Our first visitor of the episode. All right, not too bad. So let's go ahead and start bundling our logs. Throw them in the back of the van. Oh my God, that bird is loud. And it looks like we have maxed out the back of our van. So let's pull our van back around to our base and we'll start turning those into boards that we can then use to build the fence for Big Mac. Okay, so let's pull around back here and we'll start getting our fence set up. So first off, let's go ahead and make sure we can get into the back of here, and we'll go, and we already have our hacksaw ready. Let's take these out, and then I think we have to break up. Yeah, we have to unstack all of these, I think, to be able to turn them into our planks. Unstack and unstack. We want sawn logs. Just set a queue of 16 logs to be sawn. All right, so we got 50 planks out of that. That's not too bad. So now what we need is quite a few nails, I believe. I believe that'll probably be our limiting factor at this point, is just the number of nails that we have. So let's see. Don't have any nails out here. We don't have any boxes of nails out here either, which is what I was really kind of hoping to find. We have 38 nails here. I'm really hoping that we have more nails somewhere else, maybe in this closet. Come on, box of nails. No box of nails. No nails. What about in the back of the truck or in the van? Nails? Hello? Nails anywhere? Not any nails at all. We're definitely not going to be able to build our fence with just the nails we have, apparently. That's unfortunate, and really it hits the brakes on what we were trying to do here. But we still have the stockpile of wood, at least, I guess. We have that going for us. So I think maybe we make a trip somewhere. Let me pull up the game map real quick and we'll see what kind of places are nearby that won't be too long of a journey for us, where we might be able to find some nails. So, okay, so it looks like we actually have a construction site in town. So maybe we head over there. We'll get this all set up. We might hold off and do this tomorrow. We might make this a tomorrow trip, just for the sake of not getting caught sleepy. And we are already highly exerted as well from chopping down all those trees. And might as well take the opportunity while we're in this nice weather. We'll go ahead and get the red generator fueled up here. So I need the rubber hose so I can get the gasoline out of our barrel. And then I need 1 gas can. There we go. Orange barrel, fill, empty gas can. And we can take that over here to this red generator and we'll connect, because it's not even connected to our base yet. And then we'll go ahead and add fuel to it. Let's see how this one's doing. It's got 15% fuel, so it won't be lasting too much longer. And then we'll kick on the red generator once that happens. And we'll pack up the blue generator to bring with us to the gas station. So we're gonna go ahead and rest up for the evening. We'll get nice and prepared for a little bit of a walk in the morning. All right, and it is starting to get a little late. Oh, and there goes our generator. So let's go ahead and take this opportunity. Of course, it just started raining too. Take this opportunity to go ahead and kick on this generator. And it is starting to get a little bit late. We'll go ahead and have a quick snack and a quick smoke, and then we'll probably head to bed. All right, and there we go. We are back. It is 5:30 in the morning, so we did wake up kind of at the perfect time. It's still a little bit dark out, but it is getting lighter. We'll just eat some crackers this morning, and then we will get ourselves on the move. We will. Oh, let's go ahead and pick up our fireplace poker. Get that re-equipped. Kind of an interesting little weapon that we found that I've been using. I've never used it before, so I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. Oh man, but it is raining. So maybe we take the van. Let's take the van instead. This rain is really messing us up, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I left the van running that whole night and it still only used hardly any gasoline. That's fine, I guess. Not the way that I really wanted to test out the fuel consumption, but I guess that's one way to do it. The stutters when driving in this game are pretty intense right now. I don't know if it's because of the rain or if it's something else going on. I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't know, I guess it is what it is. It is fine. Oh man. Yeah, the stutters are pretty bad. So there's the fire station. So then this is the construction site we're headed to. So that's why I was okay with us taking the van in the rain, was because I knew it was a little bit out of town. It wasn't going to be right in the middle of town. So I'm hoping that in general, we might get lucky in terms of quantity of zombies. Door's blocked. Of course I blocked it with my van first. Yes, let's use the backup beeper. Collect all of the zombies to this side of the construction site before I go in. Perfect. Definitely what I wanted to do. Okay, and we'll go ahead and turn off the van. We'll close this behind us so we don't get any followers. We'll start working our way through whoever is here. I also don't know if the wood supplies at this construction site, I don't know if that's something that I'm able to collect in any way. Like, could I use that to make a bunch of boards to help with our fence? Okay, I'd really like to get inside out of the rain. Of course you're gonna be locked. Okay, so no nails so far. Able to get in here. Hopefully somebody on this construction site has nails stashed somewhere. Ooh, I'll take the extra canned food though. Suitcase with a pair of undies in it. All right, so this is the last building in the construction site, it looks like. I'm starting to lose hope, and I'm very glad we didn't travel far for this. Yeah, because there's even the little bit of food I'm getting is pretty minimal. So there really is not much here for this to really have been a worthwhile journey for us, honestly. It was kind of a waste of time. But let's go ahead and take a look at this wood supply. Like, is this something, can I pick you up? Can I dismantle you? Can I do anything with you? Are you just purely decoration? Like, it doesn't seem like I can interact with it in any way. I don't know if there's something I can do with that. Let me know in the comments, because it'd be kind of cool to be able to steal from that large wood supply and end up with like a huge amount of wood. But I don't honestly know if that's possible or not. So if it is, please tell me. This truck is kind of our last hope for finding any nails at the construction site. There's no key, and I can't get into the trunk with where it's currently sitting. That's not what I wanted to do. Back over that. I guess we'll open this back up and let me take another quick look at the map and see if there's anywhere else to bother looking right now. You know, I see a couple buildings relatively nearby that might have some stuff for us. So I'm gonna hit some houses out in the country over here. It looks like we have a few options that shouldn't take us long to get to. So let's back out of here. I see some really, some like a large shed-like building over here, and that is exactly the kind of building that I have been able to find, yeah, nails in before. This kind of building right here. All right, we'll try to make it quick. Ooh, flax seeds, barbed wire bundle, yes. Oh, that could be great. No nails yet. Hopefully the van will start up relatively quickly here and we won't have to worry about these zombies. Yeah, there we go. All right, and it looks like this house up here also has a shed. Oh, perfect. Window is unlocked. Nails, 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 no nails. Dang it. So no luck on the nails still. Any snacky snacks? Got pancake mix, I'll take. Sugar cubes, I'll take. Crackers, guess, yeah. I'm trying to make this relatively quick because there are quite a few zombies in the area. Exactly. So let's go ahead and we'll open this window and we'll sneak out around the back. So we'll just keep on moving here. Looks like the next neighbor up the road actually also has a sort of a barn-like building. So we'll head on up here and check that out. Yep, and just back around here. Oh, we got chickens. We have chickens here, so we know where we can get our chickens from at least. So the main entrances of this building are locked on us. We'll try the windows once we take care of this guy. Close that up so we don't get any followers. Grab the rope, sheet metal snips. Always grabbing seeds anytime I can. Ooh, and barbed wire. Animal feed. Oh man, we're getting way overloaded now. This might be 2 trips because we can't even manage to fit seeds into our backpack anymore. So we are very much loading ourselves down, but there's just too many good things. I can't stop. Dang, I'm not gonna be able to hardly walk to get to the van. No nails. We'll hop in here. One thing I do really like about the van is that we're able to drop things directly into the back of the van from the driver's seat, so we can get into the van and be completely protected while we're loading and unloading. So that's kind of a really nice added benefit of this van versus the truck. The truck, however, you're able to load stuff into the back from all directions. You don't have to stand directly behind it like you do with the van when you're trying to mess with the stuff in the back from the exterior. Just unloading everything I can into the back of the truck, trying to lighten us up as much as possible. All right, and we'll head on up the road. It looks like the next neighbor has at least a garage that we should be able to search through. Maybe manage to get some nails. This house is looking pretty quiet too. Come on, nails, nails, nails. Nope, we got a nerd. We got dice and toy cars. Specimen case for minerals. We're just gonna keep moving, I think. We're gonna turn around here and keep hoping we can manage to find these nails. I don't know how this game always manages. Nails aren't even something that's normally hard to find, mind you. Like, they're normally everywhere. You just normally need so many of them that you never have enough. In this case, however, I'm struggling to find even just a few nails. I think I've only found a couple boxes this entire playthrough, so the game is really enjoying messing with me, it seems. Every single item that is normally not super impossible to find is being quite elusive for me. Okay, so this house looks like it got slammed by zombies at some point, but hopefully we can manage to get at least one box of nails out of this shed. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Empty gas can. Not a single nail. On to the next. Oh, got a bunch of hay bales over here. Don't know if that really serves a purpose. More chickens, more zombies. Quite a few zombies in this one, actually. Okay, no nails there either. This game is not being very nice to me so far. Looks like I've got at least one more building I can check out near here. This rain is just never ending. I don't know what I did, but I'm getting like biblical amounts of rain in this playthrough. Not a clue why, but still can't find a box of nails though. So I don't know. I've run out of houses in this immediate area. I guess I'll go down the road. I'll go down the road a little ways further. We'll try just a couple more houses. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what our options are without making another long road trip. I'm just trying to avoid making more long road trips considering we just got back into town last episode and I want to be able to spend some time in our hometown ideally, but Zomboid does not seem to want that though, so just doing the best with what I'm being given here. And it looks like this one has a few different options for outbuildings. So we'll try going this direction first. I'll just leave it running this time. We shouldn't be here too long. Ooh, strawberry seeds. There's one thing, I'm getting a lot of seeds and stuff out of this, just not the nails that I need. And I know there's probably a decent likelihood that nails have spawned inside of one of these houses that I've been only searching the exterior buildings of, but honestly I just don't feel like taking the time to search them right now. If I really struggle and we really just can't come up with anything, maybe we will loop back around to these houses and search them properly, but right now, like I said, nails aren't typically something that are that hard to come across. All right, let's go ahead and step back in here. No nails, no nails. Well, unfortunately, still no nails. This is the house we're wanting to pull into. Unfortunately, I did just set off our reverse beeper. Oh, and I'm having to do it again because this is not actually where the shed is. The shed is further down this way. Oh man. Okay, we go, go, go. Nails, 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 nails. No nails, no nails, no nails, no nails, no nails, no nails. So, there were no nails. Let's see. Okay, for real, last one this time. One more house. So, let's see. Come on, give me what I need. Okay, so some of these are actually in a fenced-in field. So those probably aren't gonna have any nails in them. Those are probably gonna have animal supplies in them. Nails, come on. How does nobody have any nails anywhere? What is this? Ooh, piggies. So in here, do you have nails? Probably fucking not. Bunch of hay bales, but no nails. So unfortunately, that is the final house in the area that I'm seeing, so I think we might have to call this a loss at this point. Let's do this. Let's do this. If we're gonna be giving up on that, I at least need to get something together here to figure out what we're doing. So our to-do list. This is so not only do I know what we're doing, but you guys can also kind of keep track of what we have going for us. So we need to get nails. That's our number one priority right now. That's our main focus. Get nails. We need to build our fence. 3, we need to get chickens. And then separate from that, we need food. We have our water source pretty much managed at this point. Food, we need gas. So that's gonna be a whole situation by itself because we're gonna have to set up a generator. We're gonna have to make sure the area around it is nice and cleared. We're gonna have to make sure to bring enough gas with us to power the generator. And then we'll want to also have a barrel with us so we can see about trying to fill up an entire barrel full of gasoline all in one go, because that would just be a huge stock of gasoline for us. So we'll go ahead and just head back home. I am still keeping in mind that we may end up leaving this base relatively soon because the town just isn't giving us what we need anymore. But I also don't really want to do that because we have these crops growing over here, and crops take months. They take a very long in-game time to grow. So if we leave now, we'd be having to start over with our crops. And I know we haven't had the crops up for that long, maybe only a week or so, but that's still a week and quite a few seeds. So maybe we will leave, maybe we won't. I'm not entirely sure yet. I do kind of like the way this base is turning out. We got quite a bit of space back here for our livestock to be in while I experiment and figure that out. We have these indestructible fences all around us, with the exception of the wood fence and the gate that I've built, obviously. But anyway, I do think that is going to be all we have time for today, unfortunately. When we return, we will probably be continuing to work through our to-do list here, particularly getting these nails. These nails are going to be a huge step for us. I really don't want to have to keep chasing Big Mac around. I want to just keep him in our perimeter at all times, even when he gets spooked. And I think fencing him in is going to be the only way to reliably do that. So that's kind of where this is all stemming from. And then I also want to take that opportunity to get ourselves a second little pen here and get, I think chickens. Chickens are what I've kind of landed on as our next animal, because I believe that they should consistently give us eggs, and that's going to be a huge sustainable food source for us. So if we're able to get that up and going, that would put us in a position where we could potentially survive indefinitely without ever having to worry about running out of anything. As long as we can keep that solid supply of eggs, we'll be fine for food. So anyway, like I said, that is all we are gonna have time for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any ideas or suggestions on what we should do next, or you have any tips, or you see something I've done wrong, or you want to call me a mean name, please do all of that stuff in the comments. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.